Okay, and I think I'm live a little, well, a little, 1 minute earlier. My kid finally went asleep, and let's hope he stays asleep this time. Let's see if I can open the chat on my phone. Good, wait, is this working? Okay, yeah. So we have sound, we have camera, we have chat open. I wish my USB cable was a little longer. Okay, problem fixed. Yes. Okay. Okay, that's better. I don't have a second monitor, so I always use my phone for the chats. Okay, small announcements. Oh, yeah, those are on my phone. I'll start with the small little announcements that I have. I created a list so I would remember what to talk about. So first of all, I'll start doing a little bit more live streams. That's first announcements, but I think that's kind of obvious already by the second kind of like, hey, I'm live, very random live stream. But basically, I don't have enough time for editing videos for all my channels, and I want to also work on GoZen and actually be able to finish the alpha on time. Well, at least to like, end of February is my target date for the first alpha of GoZen. And if I would focus all my time on editing videos, filming, editing, scripting, and such, each video takes easily a couple of hours, and I don't really feel like that's a good use of time. It will be helpful to grow the channel and to actually like make this work more financially and such, but yeah, that's very for later. And then the next one, so my deadline has a date. Like, I've been talking in a couple of videos already and on the Discord server as well about my deadline of until when I'll be able to like work on making this stay-at-home dad thing working from home. Steal your wife's monitor. I have been thinking about that, but the problem about my wife's monitor is I cannot turn it, so I would have to turn the entire plank I attached it to. So yeah, it could be a possibility, but I got another thing. My wife has like a drawing tablet with a screen in. So what I'm thinking is I can put the drawing tablet next to me, attach it. Like, there's a very big delay on that screen, but I think it will be more than enough to just put the chat up. That's also one of the reasons. Like, I try to look into streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. Kind of too complicated, so I'm just going to stick with live streaming on YouTube. It's more convenient, and it's where all the people who follow me are already anyway. So yeah, so my deadline has a date. Second announcement. At the end of this year, if financially it's not possible for me to keep doing this full time, I will start working or part time or full time, depending on the situation at that point. But basically, at the end of this year, decision will be made, and let's see how it goes. I'll try my best. Next up, I should probably have this open. Let's see if I can find it. Does contact phone? No. Where did I put that? Oh wait. I'll quickly have to look on Google Drive over here. Yeah. Okay. I found it. So let's share my screen this time. So I don't think I've mentioned this before, but yeah. Basically, we have this alpha testers application form for everybody who wants to become an alpha tester of GoZen. You can apply here. So far we have 14 people on this form, and some people who contacted me personally on Facebook from my friend group, who wants to help with the alpha testing of GoZen. So yeah, back to the camera. Yeah, there are a lot of small little announcements, and then another announcement. Alpha. I'm delaying the alpha of GoZen until the end of February, for now, because yeah, basically the FF Impact trouble. I'm starting to think that the timeline won't be as big of a problem as I thought. I'm slowly figuring things out in my head on like how to actually implement things, also how to do the effects on every single clip. So that's also coming. I also found somebody who has FFmpeg experience, also assembly experience. But yeah, that's will probably help a lot as well in the future, at least. Um, yeah. He would like not to get his name shared on the internet, so yeah. Um, Next up. Oh yeah, I also have. Let's see. There's something I started like added a couple of days ago. Like I've been thinking about it for some time, but I was like, okay, let's just do it. People will probably not jump on this, but let's see. So I started with like everybody knows Patreon, but recently Ko-fi announced that they will also have subscription tiers. So instead of just having my regular like one-time donation stuff, like to give one donation, or to become like a member, it's called a membership. I don't know if I can change this, but yeah, there's the supporter tier for normal for all people. Then the sponsor tier, and that's more for the people who want to have like their logo, company name, or just their normal name as a sponsor on the website, which is still a work in progress, and on the README page of the GoZen project. That's something that I start thinking of doing just in case if people really feel like GoZen is worth it enough. I know people will probably not jump on these things, but it's worth a try, and yeah, let's just see how it goes. Okay, let's have my chat back up, and I hope I got all the announcements. And why is my chat not loading? What is it? Is there such a big delay? Let's see. Okay, so oh yeah, it could work also if you have a tablet. You can use Veilus. What is Veilus? Um, Veilus. Use your tablet as a use your tablet or smartphone into graphics for screen for your computer. Well, basically the tablet, it's a very very low budget tablet, so it's basically a screen with touch capabilities. Why is this so? That was a very slow transition. I think I used the Windows and my numpad, but for some reason the numbers also get typed. I should probably look into fixing that at some point. Okay, so we have 4 people watching it right now. Yeah, 4, 5. We have 3 likes on the stream already. If you like the stream at any point, click like. Yeah, hashtag alpha release. Alpha is coming closer, and I'm honestly starting to look so forward. And I keep waking up having these dreams of like, oh, I could implement these things. That would make it so much easier to make my videos. Oh, I could implement these things. Yeah, I'm having a lot of thoughts about how I can make GoZen better, and I recently came up with a much better layout, which will give you more screen real estate whilst also providing better functionality overall. Kudos from the coffee maker, or kudos for the coffee maker, I think. I'm very glad that a service like Ko-fi exists. Like, without this, I would not be able to have any kind of way. Well, I guess I could use Patreon, but I'm not that big of a fan of like making people like with Ko-fi. People can also have one-time donations, and that's the most popular one on my for the people who are subscribed to me. Why is the chat not working? Oh wow. I cannot get the chat to load on my phone. which is a problem. Okay, chat is loading, and I think we're good to go. So let's quickly close these. And yeah. So I was going to work a little bit on GoZen as well. The announcements are over. I was talking about the FFmpeg assembly guy. Ah, yeah. I'm glad that I finally found somebody who has knowledge about FFmpeg. It has not been easy, the FFmpeg stuff, so I'm glad that there's finally somebody who has experience with it. Okay, so yeah, it's an older guy, so he does not want to be like mentioned. He's not really into the whole online stuff. His last experience was like, yeah, a while back when he was still programming in assembly. Okay. So far, I should probably open the project as well. GoZen editor. Oh, also I should probably do this first. Let's see if it works this time. Probably not that one. A quick mention to all the people who are. Oh wow. Yeah, I have been fiddling with it. It does not look that. Yeah, there's something wrong with the white stuff on the background behind the titles. I'll fix that later. But thanks to all the Ko-fi supporters. Thank you very much. And let's get into coding. Let's put it bigger so people can actually see. So what was I doing last time? Since the last stream, I basically have not been able to get any actual work done, and I'm kind of frustrated by that. I really want to have more work done, but it has been busy. But for one of my YouTube channels, I got 4 videos prepared right now. So that basically means 1 month of not having to worry about making videos for that channel. My other channel, I have footage. I still need to edit those footage and those videos, and then I have more time to also work on this. Because from all my channels, this channel has the lowest amount of income, so I should really focus on everything a little bit. Yeah. So every file. So we have file, video, audio, text, image, color. For this we need to. So basically, everything will have some basics. It will have a type, and the type will basically be video, audio, and so on and so on. I'm trying to explain how do I best explain this. So when you add things to the timeline, let's hope it live. Let's hope it does not crash. It has crashed my system more than once this time today. So we have our tracks. We have our video or audio, and everything that you add in here. So let's quickly add something. Oopsie, not that. So let's add a color, just so we have something to work with. So you can see this has a time. This has a duration. So everything that we have as a file type, video, audio, even text, image, and color, need a duration. And that will probably be an integer. And that will be the frames. Can we make this bigger? Yes, we can. Oh, my OCD is kicking in. Okay. For type will be a type, and let's because I work with a config file, I'm not certain if I can use enums. So a variant. So I don't think an enum would work unless the enum. Well, an enum is basically a integer. So let's just create a type enum for now. We have 4 people watching, so welcome to the stream. The chat looks a little bit quiet right now. Let's hope that becomes more active. That's the thing with doing these kind of random streams. I try to announce it 2 hours in advance, but that's not always enough for people to actually tune in. And also the time that I'm streaming on is also not great for many people. It's a Sunday evening as well. Probably Sunday morning for most of you. Pum, 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 pum. So yeah, we have a clip. If you drag it in, it has a duration time. I think for colors and such and text, like these are, let's put image over here. So I think we have 2 different types of categories: actual files and generated stuff. So these are more generated and these are more actual files. And can I add some text here? Actual files, and these are generated stuff. So text and colors. That will be the default available inside of GoZen. There will be more, but that will probably be because of extra modules. Like subtitles will also be displayed in the timeline. I think you can use enum in config. Yeah, I think so as well. I think it's just an integer, so I don't really think that will be a problem at all. So we have duration and type. For these here, we will also need. Oh, it's waving. That's not good to know. That will distract me. So we have path, which will be a string, and it will basically be a full path, including the name. Because something else I want to do is give everything. Let's create another one here. Let's move this a little bit up. I want to give every file a kind of nickname. Let's just call it nickname for now. I think it may be helpful to have a nickname so you can put all your files into the program. And just to make it easier for editing, you can give everything a different name to use inside of the editor. So you know what feature is what. So nickname will be a string. And then we will need another variable, another default variable. Oh, what was it again? The folder. Because inside of GoZen you will be able to in GoZen you'll be able to sort out all your like videos, audio, images, text, colors. You will be able to sort them into different folders, and we need to save that data somewhere. So that's how I'm planning on solving it. You won't actually, like the folders won't be actual objects, I think. How will I do that? Problem for later. Okay. Let's just. This means full paths. I'm planning out everything a little bit because the next part, if I don't have my heads aligned, I'll probably mess up somewhere and spend an hour trying to fix what I tried to make. Let's put this closer here. Alright. So we have actual files. What do you think of group? To have the possibility to put entries in a certain group. I think that's the folder. Or what do you mean by group? By example, like. So I was thinking about this. Wait, can I section? What's that? Okay, so you have, by example, the main folder. Then you have like a B-roll folder. Then you have like a A-roll. An audio folder. So you want to have like different, like you're thinking of different groups for the files. For in what way will it be different than folders? Oh. This text and image and the sound go into the intro group. You mean like for introductions and such? Like something that I was thinking. I'm not certain if it will be like a, well, similar to what you're talking about, but I had an idea of doing something like a global folder. And that will be shared between all projects. So every time when you add, like you add a folder here, by example, like your introductions, intros, outros, which you can easily select from. That was something I was thinking about doing. Only for current projects. I actually really like this Figma. it's easier to work with than I thought. I always kind of struggled with it, but I took a little bit of time getting to know it better, and yeah, I kind of like it. But this is new. The waving hands. For example, this text and this image and this sound go into intro group. If you have like a different intro for every single thing, I think I guess we could possibly work with groups or have the option for people to add custom variables to files. Giving people the thing of custom variables, they can have like a rating system as well for different files, or add a description, by example, that they can fill in. That could be helpful actually, to have like some kind of description if you work with multiple people. Giving the option for people to have like a way of interacting with each other without actually interacting with each other. That could be nice. Oh, whoops. Okay, so that actually writes. What kind of site sometimes. And let's see what you implement, and if that does not meet what I thought, I'll get to that at this time. Okay. Let's remove these things. Let's not make it overly complicated. So file. So we have duration, type, nickname, and folders. I think that's probably all we need. For text, we'll probably need a string, the text itself, which is a string. For color, we need a color, so the we save these as string probably. That will probably be better, and that's just a color value. Let's just say value. For text, what else do we need? Probably the metadata, kinda. And with meta, I mean the size. This will be an integer. We need a font, which we can use put as a string. We need a coordinates. This will be a vector to I. I think that's about it. Over here we will need a size, which we'll do as a vector to I. Focus, yeah. That's the problem when I do these streams in the evening or when I work on GoZen in the evening. I easily get distracted, and that's honestly a very big problem. I think we should keep these all as separate values. I think having like a dictionary inside of a dictionary, that will start to become kind of confusing. So let's do it like this. Yep. Okay, this is starting to make a lot more sense in my head now on how to do it. So for color, what else do I need? I need the color value, the size. I think that's about it. Something that I will also need are the effects. So let's move this up a little bit. And this will just be, oh, we cannot make this an array, I think. I think arrays get mixed up in order. Let's keep it an array for now. Yeah, we don't need any explanation for that. Something else we will need on the timeline. Probably like compositions, but that will be for later. Let's only focus on the main things. What I will probably work on first is the images, text, color, and maybe audio. Once I have that done, then we basically, like, if that's working, we have our alpha. The video stuff, we can render out videos. Importing videos can if they're shorter than 10 seconds. Yeah, that's the GFF pack stuff, ne? Okay. So for image, we have a path to the image, and what else would we need? Of course, these will also have so default effects. Defaults will be, let's keep this short. Defaults for the effects will be a transform, except for audio. How will I do this? Let's put this here. Effect defaults. Let's change the color to light purple. Put this here. Voila. Also angles and stuff for image, maybe like size and position. Yeah, the size, position, and screen, that's what I will do for the default effect. So So we need our transforms, and the transforms will basically be size, rotation, and scale. And something that I don't like about Kden Live, for example, first of all, there are no default effects. You always need to add a transform, which I find very frustrating because I almost always need one. And you have rotation like this, but that's about it. You don't have the possibility of rotating in different directions, or you need to start looking through that endless lists. This has rotates. Oh wow, did I find it so quickly? I actually tried to find it and I could not find it. I think I was using the... Nope. How did I not see this? Oh well. There's a big list of stuff. It should be in the default one and default transform in my opinion. Well, that's embarrassing that I find it directly. So, rotation of the sprites are to be considered as well. Also angles and stuff for images like size. Yeah, so size, rotation. I should probably have like a transform effects. So we need a size, position. I use scored somewhere. So we need size, position. Something that I won't be able to do just yet is keyframing, that you can move things on screen. But I also got a solution for that. Well, basically the animation player. I just need to create some way of interacting with it easily. And we have our animations working, including like, let's see, I thought I had an animation player on here. Well, let's just that one. So when you add an animation, you can make things smoother. Well, yeah, let's not mess up the project right now. But you can choose between like doing it direct, smooth, or like more linear or something. So stuff always goes wrong on stream. Yeah, I have no idea how that's possible. It's also quite amazing that it has not crashed yet. When I was working on one of my videos today for my other channels, just opening the project crashed. No crash report, no crash handler, and even the log did not say anything. So yeah, that was a fun thing to troubleshoot. I basically deleted the entire project and redid my 3 hours of work. I really need GoZen to work as quickly as possible. Okay, so we need size, position, rotation. I think that's all. I don't think I should add an alpha to the transform. I feel like that's not a transform thing, so color can be a gradient. In this case you would have to store colors in an array. That's correct. Like a normal color, you would not be able to. Oh, that's a smart idea. That's a very smart idea. I suddenly have like. That's the thing with working with Godot to make a video editor. You basically have everything prepared already. The only thing you need to do is build it and make the correct links to the API for actually rendering and importing video. So we can have a texture rack. Let's quickly say what's on my mind right now because I'm kind of enthusiastic about this. So we can have a viewport texture. Is it in curve texture? Oh, which one is it? I think no. Is it this one? I know that there's like a... No. Is it? No. I don't think it's that. Why can't I see? A gradient texture. So you can have gradient texture 1D and 2D. That will be great. That will kind of give a lot of options for people to create effects inside of their videos. So they don't actually need to have like a whole effects thing. They can just do... Why is this still open here? That's strange. Oh, oh, that gives me... But is that a variant? I'm not certain. That's a gradient texture. Let's see. A gradient. Could we save this directly in a config file? Yeah, no. For the whole color thing, I was thinking about just using a color rect. But if you have like those gradient stuff, that will be so... That would actually create so many possibilities as well. Like, I completely forgot about that. Like, I've been so stuck in my head recently with the whole visual aspect, and recently also the audio aspect, because I'm trying to create a system with GoZen. Like, I have a branch of GoZen on my system, in which I'm trying to create a tool that can make Japanese studying videos easier. I just give it the data and it can create multiple videos with that data. For that I also need audio to be working, and I was going to use the GoZen FFmpeg pack stuff for that. Yeah, it's nothing more than a list of colors. You know what we'll do? I don't think I have a test room right now on this system. Oh yeah, I have. Let's see. Oh yeah, I will. I tried a tab bar test, so that what's it? Oh well. Let's change it back to a control. I don't think we actually need this, but so func load config. Config is config file dot new. Also, like, you store each gradient color in an array and save that array in the config file. Should work. It should work, but the thing is, to my understanding, all variants like built-in types of Godot should work in that kind of a file. I can actually check if it's a variant or not. Oh wow, why is this so tiny? Includes variants. So yeah, vector4. Yeah, no, I think we will just need to save the data like that. Oh well. This is nothing more than a list of colors, in fact. Yeah, it's nothing more than a list of colors. But it will be kind of nice if we will be able to have... Wait, can't we... I thought there was a way to add Am I so wrong? I thought we... Ah, yeah, over here, over here. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. And over here you can change the colors as well. Let's make this... So it's basically a list of... We need these two positions, and we need these colors together with their position inside of the gradient line itself. I don't think the gradient is inside of here. No, so that would require kind of... you study screen... The answer... Yeah. Yeah, so that's something that would really be... Like, not be too difficult to implement. So we need to save these two coordinations. We'll need to save a little bit of data. Oh no, wait, we already have the raw data. Oh wow. Huh. So, what you say, Slender, you store each gradient color in an array. We don't even need to save it into an array. We just need to take this, the offsets and colors, and we just add this. Oh, wow. I suddenly have the feeling that I already accomplished a lot of work today. Well, we'll also probably need to save the width and the heights. Yeah, so basically offsets, color, width, height. Okay, let's add this inside of here as well. So we have a color, gradient 1D. Oh, whoops. And let's also have a 2D. And then my OCD. Okay. Wait, can I change this? No. Okay. I just need to change it like this. Okay. Shanai, skataganai. Okay. So we will need to save the offsets, colors. That's a packed float. Let's just do this. Nope. Oh, that's bothering me now. Oh well. Let's do this. Okay. Okay, good enough. Good enough. Yeah, I just checked the doc and it should be. Yeah, no, that like honestly, that will make the alpha a lot more usable. Having this as well. That will at least make it possible for people to actually have like some amount of stuff like effects in their videos when like videos. I think the first couple of things being made with GoZen won't be that spectacular, but I am like trying my best now to get the FF Impact stuff figured out, and then I can finally dump Caden Live of my PC. I have a lot of storage space now on my PC, but I still don't want it. This is a packed color array. Oh, wait. These are typed arrays. A packed color array. I'm not 100% certain if that can actually... Packed arrays, let's see. So we have packed float bytes. These are all variants. Okay, they're variants. So that's what we need. All variants can be... Okay. So packed color array. And let's call this with an S. And then we have the width, height, and if true, the generated texture will support high dynamic range. So width, height, and width, height, HDR. If it's on, width will be int. Oh, what did I do here? Oops. Height will be an integer. So I think that's all we will need for. So we don't even need the test room then. Okay. So we have a pack flow. So the only thing we will need to do is wait interpolation. This is probably something that people would also want to have access to, kinda. So modes interpolation. Okay, I've done that slow. Let's just do this. No, that's not work. Okay. Oh. No. Packed arrays are just a standard array of any type, but more efficient in memory. You should be able to use the standard arrays if it does not work with. Yeah, like I was just thinking about the whole memory stuff. It will be helpful to have that, but apparently won't be a problem. So, so we need volume for video. We also will need volume as a default effect. Do you guys know any other default effects which we should probably have on these types of things? I think that's about. And this one as well, volume. Like for the very default effects, I don't think there are any other ones. Like these, of course, will also need a transform. So, whoops. Oh, whoopsie, whoopsie. We need one here. We need one here. Voilà. Especially this one, and this one we need to turn because again my OCD. Okay. So yeah, what other things would we need? I think for the image, for the file thing itself, I think only the path will be needed. Like the default effects, I don't think will be that needed. I feel like the ones I thought were the easiest have the most amount of things inside of them. For the audio reverb filter gain, well, should that be a default effect? You know what will be helpful? Like we have the default effects, but what if in the settings you can add like change the settings that all these types can have additional default effects. So whenever you add a file, like an audio file that also has the reverb filters and gain by example, because you specified that in the settings. That's actually kind of a good thing. Is it like an explanation mark? Oops. Stickers. I think that could be a good solution. Oh, oops. And I'm getting distracted again by all the other things. Can I put this on top? I don't see a way, so let's just delete that. Oh wait, they have there's a marker. Okay. Oh, whoops. Good enough. Hey! Welcome. It has been a lot of fun today. Now, so far, I did some announcements at the beginning of the stream. That's something you missed. We figured out that we can have, well, Slender reminded me about default Godot features that I completely forgot about, like gradient textures that we could include. Oh, so. I don't think you can pin, like you're a moderator, but I'm not certain if you can actually pin things. That's something. I can pin things by doing this, like it's in Japanese, but I should probably have a link active. Wait. Let's quickly open Discord. I have some of the links on Discord, so whoops. I hope my screen is not sharing. Okay, safe. Okay, so form. Okay. So that was not what I tried to do. And there's this very annoying thing. Oh, let's hide this. Oh, there's this very annoying thing. Like you have this here, and yay, confetti, confetti, smiley face, yay! But I cannot press on the dots next to it to do anything with this message. Okay, and now I can still not press it. It's still in the way. Oh wait, I cannot press my own messages? Eh? Wait. Why? I can pin your messages. I cannot pin my own from this. How? How can I not pin my own messages, YouTube? How is that not a feature? Yeah, I really wish I could disable this hard. Like, yes, it's sometimes nice that I can see it like flying up, but it's so annoying. It's in the way. It's in the way, YouTube. How can I do this? I can start an enquete. I cannot pin my own messages, apparently. Have a good dinner? Lunch? Breakfast? What if I moderate to activity? Moderate to steno activity timestamp? Yeah, I can put timestamps on, but that does not help. How about I open the chat like if I open the chat like this, I can do this. Okay. Now you understand my frustration. Yeah, I like that YouTube gives the possibility of like doing all these things, and without YouTube basically working from home will be impossible for me. But these are basic things. These are really, really basic things. And why can I not shift enter? Discord. Okay, and let's spin this. And the heart is in the way again. Ah. Nope. This one? Yes. Did it. I can still... Why can I still not... Eh? This is frustrating. Wait, how about I close it and I open it again? So wait. Every new message that I type, I cannot pin that. I need to close it and open the chat again, and then suddenly I have the option available. How is that how this system works? Like, I've heard other people complain about the live streaming service on YouTube, but I did not think it was this, like, buggy. Huh. Oh, wow. Let's keep it at this one. This one is more fun to watch. It keeps growing. Oh, well. So yeah, I think for video, audio, and image, I don't need anything else. Oh, a new alpha tester joins us now. Let's quickly take a look. The whole system, like the Google Forms thing, is helpful, but when you have a lot of applications, like the more applications you have, the less easy it becomes. Ah, okay. I know who it is. So let's quickly open. I'll quickly give you the role, because there's a for all the alpha testers you get access to a different, like an extra channel. Okay, so we also give you this one. Voila. And that's already solved. So back to the screen. I think so far I'm doing a good job today of not only showing my face when I'm supposed to show my screen. I'm improving. Let's move this 1 to 3. So, okay, so we have transform effects, which basically is a collection. So let's keep this one over here. Oh, wait. No. Okay, if you put that in. Okay, shall I? Well, let's put it back then. Okay. I was thinking about putting everything into different sections, but let's not start with those kind of things. So, how can I remove this? How do I remove no, delete row? Okay. Delete row, and these can go closer. Voila. And I think that's about it for the data that we will need for the different file types. Okay, so we have the color gradient 1D and 2D. Those will need a good tooltip for people to know what these actually are. Oh wait, these things get bigger when you zoom in and out. Okay, let's just delete this. I don't need this anyway. Effects is a different part, so let's just keep it the same height. So we have transform effects. We will also need the volume effects. And these will be the main default effects, I guess. I keep hearing very strange sounds from my bedroom, so my kid is probably awake right now. Oh, my chat is closed. Whoops. Okay. Oh, wow. So welcome to the club. Yeah, welcome to the club. I still can do moderated basic stuff. Try switching the popular new toggle above. Easier. Try switching the popular new toggle above. Wait, where do you see those? Eh? Ah, on the... Does this work if I type a new message now? So, new message. Nope, I can't, even with the heart gone, even if I remove this heart, I don't think I can... Oh. I don't think I can still, yeah, no, I can still not do anything with my own messages right now. I will need to like, I can just switch like this, yeah. Okay, so that works. Switch between top chat and such. That does not seem right. Normally I have moderator access as well on my phone, I think. Test. Am I a moderator with this account? Yes. Generate. No. Yeah, I cannot do anything at all. I can remove messages. I cannot spin. I can give a timeout, but that's about it. Cannot channel no user will, and I can hide people from the chat, and that's all the things that I can do right now. How? Like I'm not certain, but I think on Twitch you can do quite a lot more. Not that I'm going to Twitch, it's, yeah. Like, I've read about a service Restreamer or something, and that can do things like that. Take one stream and share it on all the platforms. I don't want to pay, and I don't want to have a watermark in my videos, in my live streams, so that's not something I'm going to do anytime soon. Yeah, I can understand, like, when you told me that already sounded frustrating, but the issues that I'm facing right now, that I cannot even pin my own messages if I just type them, that I need to reload the chat in some way by switching it here and such. That's... How did they not fix that? Like, and I don't even think I can do that many different things. I can remove moderating. I can remove moderating status, but it still shows like they're as if I'm a moderator. Chat messageとかなりとかユーザーのとてもこれはこれかな。Okay, so I gave myself now more control. Let's join the live stream again, and let's see if I can actually do more things now. Nope, I can still only do exactly the same things. YouTube, I really like you for giving me the opportunity to easily share my stuff and such, but get your live streaming fixed. Because that's honestly quite bad. What happens? Oh, whoops. Oh, so that happens. No, let's just ungroup. Okay, so now I need to find a way to implement this inside of GoZen itself. Wow, that's strange. Okay. Well, basically we don't need this anymore, so let's delete this texture rack before it causes other issues. Let's save. So we have our signals, title changed, resolution changed, frame rate changed, signal on, files changed. New files. Yeah, oh, well, I have to go. Don't know if you will be streaming when I'll be back. So good stream to you guys, and see you later. See you later. Thanks for joining. Enjoy the rest of your day. I think it's still quite early for you, so yeah. It's basically still like it's all around noon, I guess, over there. So yeah, have a good lunch. Twitch itself is meh. Twitch itself. I had been thinking about streaming on Twitch, but I don't really see the good points about it. And like, yes, it could be another way of getting like support from people, but I'm more than happy with my Ko-fi page. By the way, thanks to all my Ko-fi subscribers. And yeah, YouTube has been paying me on time for the from my other channels, so I don't really see a reason to switch platforms. Did I show this? So Ko-fi, I'm back. I think I showed it. Oh yeah, no, I showed it. My screen is just late. My phone. There's a very big delay on the stream at all times. It's always like how long? So let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's over 14 seconds of delay of what I counted. So, oh well, nothing to do about it. Wait, but those are the settings. How will I do this? How? I will probably have to look at how my system works right now. I have my data. I have my general. These are all the settings. Things that I don't want in the settings, so I just not including them into here. I think that's how I did it. This basically creates the settings menu config. So yeah, I don't need to do anything about this. This is just for the only for the settings. Get startup arguments not needed for this. Input handler. So we have project title, project paths, project resolution, frame rates. think I should probably put this in a different thing. So oops, is that caps? Yes. File files handler. Let's call it F now. So func add file. We need a file type. Duration. Type duration will be an integer. Let's quickly add an enum here. Enum file type, and we have, oops, we have video, we have audio, we have image, actual files, generated, text color, gradient E1D, and we need one on 2D. Yeah, that's about it, né? Let's see if that fixes the error. Oh wait, what am I? C++. Why is this also green? Why is everything green now? Like, I think this is probably a bug. Okay, I will quickly check up on my kids, because I have the feeling he's awake. And I'm back, I think. Yeah, I'm back. Okay. For people with kids, if you want your kids to sleep long and stay asleep, every now and then you should go to them and just push them. Like, just let them kind of like know, like almost waking up, just so that they know that you're actually there. And then they keep sleeping a little bit longer. At least that works with my kids. Yep, okay. It's getting cold again. I have a very good sense of fashion. T-shirts and a body warmer. If I wear anything with long sleeves, it just gets completely wet. I sweat a lot. I got this for my birthday, and I like it a lot. Yeah, okay. I look like a grandpa, but at least I'm warm. So yeah, so we need nickname folder effects. But this is for add a file. Hmm. Huh. I could work with classes, but the problem with classes is that they won't be able to get saved to the config file easily. Like, it will have to be in an array or in a dictionary anyway, so... Hmm. Let's create some classes. So we have class... Oops. File, which has a var file type. Duration, which is an int. Then we need a nickname. Which is a string. For folder, which is a string. And then we have for effects, which is an array. Welcome back. Had a good lunch, dinner, breakfast, supper, 4 o'clock snack. Oh, let's call this default file. We will also need the default effect, but I'll work on that later, I guess. So, I'm not certain if you missed a lot. Like, this is what I came up with so far. So, well, thanks to Slender as well. So every file should have duration, type, nickname, folder, effects. A video file should have a path as well, audio path, image path. I should probably create like an actual file class. So an actual file which has a var full path. Well, let's just call this file path, which is a string and extends default file. Class video file extends actual file. I'm kind of stuck right now because these are all classes inside of a class, and from my experience that does not work that well. Like there are problems with that, especially if I want to use a video file outside of this thing. But on the other hand, I don't. Difficult. Well, let's. I think I should just create the functions here about for creating these things, because these will only be used to. Yeah, these will only be used for actually like creating the string of text that will be saved into the actual config file. Yeah, okay. No problem. Everything is okay. Class, is there anything that the generated files have in common that they all would need? I guess just default effects transform, and that's about it. Yeah, probably fine. 3, 1, 2, 1. Okay, so we have text, color gradient. Okay. Text. Color. Gradients. 1D. But is it gradient? E. Okay. 1D and 2D file. Okay. So these actually don't need anything special. Video file, audio file, image file. So we can remove these. Text file, text, string, size. Let's call this font size, an integer. Var font, string. Wait, is that also a variant of font? I think that's more a resource. I don't think we can say resources. Yeah, no, I don't think that's going to be. Factor 2i. Color and size. Color and size. And size is also an int. Okay, can I like copy this? Paste it? Okay. To array. Soda. Color gradient. Oh, we have it open. So I guess we can do this to interpolation modes. A bool should be off. An integer and a packed color array. I think that's about it. So ACRs will probably be off by default, and default should be. Let's take a look at the gradients. The 2D and 1D have different things, so it will only need a width, so we can delete that row. And I don't think we need... No, I think those are all the same, it's just... Yeah, this one also has a height, but for the rest, I don't think there's that much. It has a fill. Oh. Okay. Fill from, fill to. I think those are the locations. Okay, so we need 2 more. Oh, whoops. No, not 3. Fill from. And fill to. Whew. This one also has repeat. What would repeat stand for? Oops. I think I have them all. Maybe this one has. Yeah, I think those offsets and colors are probably shared between those. So this one doesn't need heights. Easier and modes. Okay, so I think that's about it. This one has a lot more. Let's see how that goes. Quite a difference between 2 dimensions. Yeah, I was kind of thinking already, like, this is probably not correct, that there's only like these, like, I only had like a couple extras. I did not know, like, repeat, fill to, fill from, the fill mode as well. Let's see if I can actually use Oh. Gradient dot fill. Can I use this? Gradient dot interpolation. Does that exist? Probably not. I don't know how this will all fit together just yet, but this is a kind of important step, but I think it will probably work all right. Okay, so interpolation mode does not exist. Oh no, over here as well. Gradients. So we have our modes. The mode is part of gradients. Or not. Okay, so I think gradient dots. Okay, so that's correct. For bool, I'll probably need this. Yeah, gradient dot interpolation mode. That's correct. For the fill, no, that's a gradient. That's where is fill from gradient texture 2D. So these are specific to here. I don't think the repeat. I don't think the repeat is also fill as part. Yeah, fill is part of that. Fill to gradient height. Repeat is also part of here. Okay. A little unrelated, maybe GoZen could have the most advanced 3D in a video editor, except Blender, but yeah, later powered by Godot's renderers. That actually, like, there is this person. Let's see. There is actually a person in the Discord server right now, a Japanese person who has been making videos with Godot. Let's see if I can find it. Community content. Over here, this one. Yes, I trust. Let's hope there's no copyrighted content. Let's quickly pause this. So he has been making videos together with the Godot editor. There has been some time in between, but he uploaded recently. I hope he uploads more because they kind of look nice, and you can kind of see how you can use Godot for things like this. And having GoZen that could handle all the 3D parts and the actual rendering out in different formats compared to the one and only format Godot supports right now will be very helpful. So yeah, a video every 2 weeks. Let's hope that's true. I'm not subscribed on this channel. I am subscribed on my main channel, but I cannot move to my main channel right now because then the stream will, like, the whole stream platform thing will become even more buggy than it is already. So yeah, let's close this one. Let's close this one. I think we have everything. Repeats. Yeah, Blender has very good 3D capabilities, and because you can also render out movies with Blender, I don't think we'll ever be able to beat Blender. Like that's certainty probably never. But where is the 3D capabilities of DaVinci Resolve, Gaiden Live, Sony Vegas? Why did I think of that one? Maybe they have it, no idea, but I think GoZen will be a little bit further ahead on that part. Like the fact that we're using Godot, I've said it so many times already. The fact that we're using Godot opens so many possibilities of very easily creating a video editor. Like creating a video editor which is open source is one thing. Creating a video editor which is open source, which uses a game engine that everybody basically can figure out how to use to create their own submodules and such, that opens up so many more possibilities for how to use the video editor. I'm so looking forward to releasing the first alpha and seeing everything fall nicely together and GoZen growing to like an actual decent video editor, which many people will start using at some point. You could integrate like a module in the future. Yeah, no, fighting Blender is something I will not do at all. Blender, honestly, big respect to the people working on that project. I would honestly lose probably all my hair trying to figure out how to work with 3D related stuff. I have tried making a game engine from scratch and figuring out all the 3D parts. You can take your matrices and put them where the sun doesn't shine. I don't want to see those things anymore. At least not for the time being. Ah. I'm figuring. I'm starting. I'm thinking what to do next. I probably need to have. So I will probably need a funk. Get default data. This should return a dictionary. Dick. Return dick. I should probably not say that. But the point is, Blender video editing is kind of a side feature, but yeah, I already read that. Yeah, the whole Blender video editing. I guess something that I could have done is just work on the Blender project to make the video editing feature like better. But starting to mess with codes that many other people wrote, it takes time to get into. Starting your own thing may take more time, but it will be exactly how you want it to be. And at this moment, I don't really have many people. Well, I don't have any people right now actually helping me with the code related things. So I actually have somebody created a pull request. I have not been able to look at it yet. And TLDR. of GoZen UK master translation see changes here and here. So I did some general change enhances to documentation for contribution. And I'll assign myself to this first. Labels is probably a documentation. No project, no, yeah, okay. We're already at 76. I think this also includes issues. Yeah. So we are at 76 things in total that happened to the GoZen related stuff. I think we have a lot more commits. I'm trying to, 283 commits, and we don't even have a working alpha yet. It's something I will probably want to do in the future, clean up the previous Git commits a little bit. But I know I can break a lot of things, but yeah, I'll see later how I will handle that. Added a link to download Godot to save some. Yeah, having an option to download Godot will probably be a good thing. In future, you might want to consider to provide a link to the exact. Yeah, I think for now Godot will probably stay on the latest release. Right now, I'm working in the dev release, dev 4.3.dev2. That's probably not what I will do for the alpha. The moment that alpha comes around, I will only stick with the stable version of Godot. But I've been having a lot of issues with the 4.2 release. So yeah, even 4.3.dev1 also had a lot of bugs. Now they seem to be mostly fixed. Renaming things still causes some crashes for some reason, but yeah. I added the link to the Godot docs. Yep. Added a link to translations. README to point out that contributors can help with translations. I didn't even know that I did not include that. I have not been able to actually invest much time in the actual files, the more of the documentation side of things. I have been trying to work on documentation. I don't know to what extent I've been able to. Yeah, last week got the startup settings menu, and that's about it. I should probably just keep this in a README format. I don't need to create this into a site, I think. I could easily just keep everything into Markdown instead of here. Add links. Link to the Godot docs again to save some clicks. Add link to translate. Yeah, for translation, README some general styling, for example using code styling instead of it. Yeah, I use italic a lot sometimes. Much less available for translation. Yeah, I also don't know why I actually made them separated. Yeah. Okay, so apparently I had typos in Russian and Ukrainian. Whoops. Yeah, that's another thing. I type a lot of stuff without actually giving meaningful information because I keep it there as a placeholder for in the future to get back at later, and I never actually get back to it later. So people watching on phones just have an easier time. Move to all languages welcome section. It also doesn't contribute in my meeting. Yeah, that's also probably fair. All available languages Godot docs because there are several standards. Yeah, that's also for the language codes. So far it has not been a problem, but I can see it becoming a problem later. This is also something that I will I kind of want to make a small Python script that's creates an UI that you can more easily do the translation, like type in the translations in, so you don't have to work with YAML files, I think is what we're using right now. Rename new language to adding new translation. Updating already existing language to updating an already existing translation. Yeah, updating existing. Yeah. Add link to the download page to exact version of Godot that contribute. Yeah, that's something. That's something I will get into the moment that. Oh, oops. Let's go here. I'll quickly add this to my to-do. For alpha release, so I actually have more than enough an idea. Okay. Put this in the quotes. Snippets from 76. Can I do that? Ah. If I do this. Okay, now it works. Okay. I probably should pin that issue so I remember it. I think I can pin issues. Labels, documentation, improvement. Pin issue, yes. Okay. So basically add link to, yeah, it's option for some to add some way to feedback in translation file or in README file like email or personal site link. Make this information visible. So if end user will catch some mistranslated typo, they can open some help menu, see email to them. Yeah. How to test translation. Yeah, the section to how to test translation, that's something I've been thinking about, how I can achieve that. Because GoZen won't have that many things that need translation, I think I could easily provide some kind of like again, I think we need some kind of UI for people to more easily contribute for the translations, and when they hover over something they can see like the part of the UI where it is being used. I think that will be a very helpful thing. But again, that's something for later first the alpha version. So I'll quickly take a look at these changes. I did not know that you can do /fork for that. Oh. Yeah, that's probably better. Let's view it. Yeah. Shoots. Voila. Hmm. Okay, and that's handled. And what are the other ones? Native file dialog. I've been getting a lot of mails about this in the last couple of hours. Yeah, wow, that's why. I'll go through this later. Markers and reads. Okay. So add structs to Godot. I think I watched that one already. This one is tech. Add planar UV texture support. Yeah, let's keep this one. Add structuring GD is good. I don't think I've read this one yet. We know of the there will be no optimization in general. I'll look back at this one later. Okay, and this one I don't need anymore. Okay. Alpha people. Yeah, that's a big one. I should probably. So we return a dictionary. If file type is null, should I print an error? Probably, because the only mistake that could happen is if we do something wrong with creating the file. So file type, we have duration. I guess we can do this. Will be a very. How can I do this more efficiently? Check if all these variables are null and then. Well, let's just do it like this for now. Duration. Guess I can do this. Oops. For variable in farce, this is string. Ah, welcome back. I'm making the classes right now to create the files. It's, yeah, going rough. So I created all the classes with yeah. Oh, still a lot of work need to happen. How do I do this? I think the way that I'm doing it right now is not very efficient. Like, this looks like something that I could choose the whole extents for with classes. I'm thinking of using subclasses for this because they need a lot of the same variables and everything will need to be stored inside of a dictionary. So I'm just thinking about all of these classes returning an array, but the problem is if like none of these are allowed to be empty, because if one of these are empty then there's a problem. Then it will print an error. So I'm thinking of doing this. So if get variable null prints error cannot be empty, and I will do variable dot to upper. No, not to upper. No. I just want the first letter to be capitalized. Let's leave it. And else dick with the variable. I should really stop saying that word. YouTube subtitles will start thinking strange things again. Yeah, I think that's it. So that's for default data. Then we need actual data. Oh. I'm wondering if this is like the correct way to go about this. Got default file data. Oops. Oh, oops. We'll just need file path here. Yeah, that's it. I'm not certain that you should choose subclasses like this, but and because this is an actual file, I removed the underscore from the front. You cannot use subclasses outside of the main scripts. No, but the thing is, these would all... Yeah, no. I was thinking all the files would probably be created inside of... yeah, inside of this script, but when we think about modules, modules may be able to create their own files that need to be added, so...どうかな? Add file, default file. Yeah, I'll probably need to create... Yeah, no, no, you have a point. Like I try to do it simple, but simple, yeah, doesn't really work. So yeah, classes. Let's direct create a subfolder and files. A new scripts, defaults, file. Wait, you give me another idea now. Yeah, it's just use a single file per class. But you can't, like, I just realized what I'm doing right now is actually quite dumb. Because I can actually, nope. I can have a node and a function, so I can make this into like get data, by example. I think that's how it works. No, let's quickly open the... Let's quickly open the test room. Yeah, well, I think using multiple files is the way to go, but it just creates a lot more files. Everything becomes a lot bigger and a lot more complicated like that. But I will have to go for separate files for each. Okay, so let's create this here. So we have a default 1. Let's copy paste this. Why can I? Let's duplicate it. 2. Duplicate it and 3. So class name extends default 1. Well, let's just do this. Default 2. I think I'm probably not really explaining what I'm doing right now, but it will soon make sense. So func get data. get data var print dick. So over here we will have a var tests, which is a default tree. Default tree need to extend from defaults 2, and default 2 need to extend from defaults 1. So default 3 basically gets the data, so func gets data, which returns a dictionary. I guess I can just var dick is super dot get data. And over here func1 will return a dictionary with 1 true. So default 1 returns that. So this should normally create that. So dick 2 is let's say also true. Return dick. And dick 3 should normally dick 3. Whoops. If this works, then my problems are solved. But it does not work. Yeah, no. Okay. Test get data. So wait, what is going wrong? I'll first turn off my phone. Well, at least the sound. Why does this not work? So get data. Invalid call, non-existent function get data in base null. Wait, where do we get dot new? Yeah, I think that's probably the mistake. Nope. What did I do? Expected an end station. Oh, whoopsie. Yeah, so that works. Så jag got Ja, 今はね。Okay, so actually, like, that actually saves a lot of headaches. That actually makes this whole system with multiple scripts a lot easier to manage and handle. Because now I can go back here, create the class for the actual file. Create new. Can I default file, actual file, because not a generated file. Class name. I just received a message from my wife. She's done with working probably, so I won't be able to stream for much longer. I at least want to finish this. So we did not get to the timeline part, but this is very important work for the timeline to actually to actually put things in the timeline. So I'm still happy today. Like we've still been able to do kind of a good amount of work today. So again, this one will also become get data. Super.get data. I feel like we could possibly do this. But you could turn the classes static if you want, as long as you don't access the tree inside them. I don't think we should create them as like separate classes. Like we only no, because we need to assign the data to all variables first, and then we call get data to get the data that we send to the project manager to put inside of the files variable, the files array. I think for the files array, we should probably have the actual file. Right now I don't really see a way to easily check if a file has already been added or not. I think we could just create like a temporary array, temporary array with all the file paths. So you call this file path for data, and the data will basically be file.get data. That won't work, because this is a default file. So for these things we should use the same thing. Normally that should not cause any problems. I think I can do this easier. If I put this over here, so we have our vars here. So var 1. So we have our array. And we have a variable called 1 in here. So for variable string in vars, dick is variable is get variable. I don't think this would work. Like what I'm thinking right now is we have this array and all the variables that we need, we can get the data from like this. Let's just see if this would work. So return dick. So var 2, it is true. Vars dot append 2. And we can directly return this. Now for here as well, var 3 true. Well, let's do something else. 100. Get data will get data. Well, we can basically return this directly as well. So return and vars dot append, and we need to append the variable 3. I don't think this will work. Could not resolve the class inheritance. Whoops. 4. Okay, wait, no, that works. So you can just have the get data function in every single place and just have a vars.append. Ooh. And that's one of the reasons why I like programming so much, because there's always something. Oh, var fault type. There's always something that you can do to make life easier. Okay, so file type. So default file for enum. Okay, so the actual thing we need to do is just this. I'm kind of surprised with how easy this is becoming. I really thought that this will be vars.append. I thought this will be more difficult, and maybe I'm talking too quickly right now. Maybe it will get more complicated, but right now this is all we need to do. Which is kind of surprising. Okay. Well, I won't complain. Saves me a lot of headaches. So we have a text file. Yeah, always something to learn, and you can always add your knowledge to create different solutions. That's a nice thing about programming. So we have a text file, and this one comes from default file. Oops. create. Class name. Move this. This one should also just become get data. Get data. Yeah, and this is all we need. Text file. Vars.append. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's quickly finish this. I'm not certain when. Okay, my wife is coming home in like 10 minutes, so I'll have to quickly hurry this. Text file. Okay. Let's close this one. Close, 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 close. Let's just duplicate this one. Let's call it color file. Voila, this one is basically done as well. Middle mouse button to close quickly. I learned something new. Oh wow, you have saved me a lot of work today already. And you have given me a lot of inspiration for other things already today. I don't know if it's because I'm live streaming or because my kid is asleep, but I can do so much more in such a short amount of time when I'm live streaming. I'm also learning a lot more and I learn a lot faster. Okay, so color file, duplicates, color, color gradients 1D. Let's duplicate this one already. 2D. Color gradient 1D. Let's just. Why? Okay, so color file done. Oops. That's just called gradient 1D. That's 5. Oops. Okay, that's this one done as well. And now gradient 2. And then I'm basically done for today. Oh, whoops. I like streaming this as well so I can help in life. I honestly don't really watch many live things. I don't have the time for it. I wish I would have more time to do these kind of like watch all the live streams of people programming. I will probably learn a lot, but I just cannot really find the time, sadly enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One, two, three. Okay, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and those are the files except for the video file and such, but I have not prepared those yet, so yeah, let's quickly add them as well. So duplicates, video file. Basically not much need to happen. I don't need to add anything to this. Maybe add some kind of like let's check to see if file path is a video file. Could not find class actual file. Am I? I don't know why it's not working. Okay, problem for later. Let's duplicate audio file. What is a audio file? Let's change it to audio. And duplicates to image file. Wait, video file? Oh, okay, that's working now. Image. I don't watch many live streams, but yeah, watching live streams is fun. It can be fun, especially if you have like an active community talking and such. I understand what you do, of course. Yeah, I know I'm quite bad at that. I often do things without really explaining because in my head it makes perfect sense, and yeah. Well, on the GoZen GitHub page, somebody also Vosvik or something. I think yeah, Vovkiv. He helped with the translation and contribution readmes, and that's something I really struggle with. I struggle with explaining well how certain things work. And that's really something I should improve about myself. Okay. So all of these are, yeah, that's all working. So we can finally, we finally have the file things ready now, a way of like importing them nicely, so that they can display inside of the media pool, and yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, the FFmpeg GG extension, yeah, the FFmpeg stuff. Let's take a look at it. Yay, C++, yay. This is not my code. My code looks a lot more, yeah. Like, if you know how video files work, you can kind of make sense of this. But yeah, for things to make sense, that does not mean that you can actually work easily with those files. Or with that code, yeah. Oh well, I will start closing things down, prepare my wife's dinner, and yeah, that will be the end for today's live stream. I'm glad with the amount of work that I was able to accomplish today. I did not say that I'm working on the timeline, so that's safe. I don't need to change anything. We got 8 likes to the stream as well. We got 43 views in total. Chat ratio is 1. I'm not certain what that means, but oh well. There's still 3 people watching. Yeah, we had a spike of 7. Not as much as in our previous streams, but the previous streams were more planned. Yeah, I should maybe make more videos to get more people to like find the project and such, but yeah, it's alright. Focus on videos, and the programming side of things gets a little bit behind, or I just do live streams they're not, live streams are not great to gain new subscribers and such, but they are easier for me to get some kind of content published. Right now we're sitting at 897. So yeah, the next live stream may be sooner than I think. Yeah, I could maybe do a live stream tomorrow, but I think tomorrow I'll probably focus a little bit on my other channel for a bit. I may do a couple of changes to the layout of GoZen tomorrow if I have time. Yeah, I'll see how it goes. My wife has a lot of afternoon shift, which makes it very easy for me to do live streams. It's kind of strange. She did not have overwork today. Normally she always have like 2-3 hours overwork. So yeah, working in Japan. Well, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next stream. Next stream I'll probably be programming on GoZen again, because the alpha is getting closer for people watching this later on. The link to become an alpha tester will be in the description. So if you want to become an alpha tester for GoZen, alpha will happen in and around end of February, I think. I postponed it. First I said beginning of February, but I may still reach that deadline, but I want to play more safe, so yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you all in the next one, and have fun programming. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Also, thanks to all the people who have been supporting me on Ko-fi in the past and who are still supporting me right now. So, thank you very much. Oh, whoops. Bye bye.